Hi, I'm teacher Ellie, and I'm about to show you the last part of a three-part interview series that I had with Shannon Mabry. There may be more clips in the future. I didn't include everything in this three-part series. We covered so much, and Shannon was such a gem to do this really extensive interview with me. She really is a saint. Um, Speaking of which, there right now is a vote going on to select a mentor to send to China for the current contest, the current Beijing contest. And Shannon is one of 10 mentors that have been nominated as a candidate to go to Beijing. So let's send her there. If you see this video, go ahead and vote. I know she'd appreciate it. She's been so helpful. Um, and she does it all without pay, so maybe we could recognize her a little for that. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you find this interview interesting. Bye.
Anyway, so do you feel like if teachers are getting booked quickly, if they, do you feel like they're probably pretty safe in terms of contract renewal? That seems to come up a lot. People
And
really stress about it.
they do way too much, way too much. And this is what I said. You know me. I know everybody.
Yes, you do.
I read everything. I know everybody. Literally 14 months, and I can only think of 5 people who were let go that I have seen let go. If it was a big deal, that number would be drastically higher because people always like to go on the defensive when stuff happens. So they want to rant and rave about getting let go. We would have seen it. And I've only seen it 5 times. It's not something that's, they're not sitting out there like, who can we let go today? Who's on this contract? Oh, no, they got one star. Oh, they're out. No, that's bogus. They're also human. They understand they're a business. They're trying to get things running. But I do think if you have, honestly, there's a few teachers who don't even have a full schedule, who have moved into contracts 2 and contract 3. I honestly think it must somewhere along the line come down to your reliability. I think that's probably the best word to describe your likelihood of getting rehired. Reliability. If they were to stamp you with how reliable are you to do what you said you were going to do, which includes teaching your classes and following your contract. Reliability. If you can self-analyze yourself and say, yeah, I think that I'm pretty reliable. Yeah, I don't have too many of these. I don't have too many of those. I haven't done this. I didn't do this on purpose. And they know that and they understood it. I don't see any reason why they would want to. They don't want to let good teachers go. So if you've got a lot of kids who like you and you're not rocking the boat, not showing up.
Right.
They're like, of course, you are something that people want. You're something that their customers want. That's the idea. It's kind of like in a grocery store. A grocery store wouldn't decide to just take rotisserie chickens out. People love rotisserie chicken. That would be stupid, and they would lose money for taking rotisserie chickens out.
Right.
But maybe there's something sitting on the shelf that no one's bought in a year. Or there's something on the shelf that keeps making people sick.
Right.
They take it off the shelves.
So why don't
I used to work in a grocery store.
I can tell.
If you honestly don't feel like you can master funny and humor, you've got to go a different direction. You've got to go sweet. You've got to go kind. You've got to go loving. This is the only other option you've got. Because if you fall anywhere else, you're just going to, I know it's not a nice word, but you're just going to fall into boring. And boring is just it's not anything fun. It's not exciting to watch.
And even loving and kind is hard because I think that's kind of, I'm not super funny. So I think that's kind of where
really?
I try.
No, I'm just kidding.
Are you telling me I'm not funny, Shannon? What are you saying right now? No.
I'm just saying that you should not go out to be a comedian.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
No, I'm just
I like you too. I
do too.
So I feel like even the loving connection is challenging because it's hard to figure out. I think it's
What can you
harder.
do?
Yeah, and it's harder to figure out how to love somebody across this huge divide you have.
Mhm.
You can't reach out and give them a hug. You can't. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very, and
Yeah.
you also don't want to come off across as a creeper. Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what
I
can I
love
do
your
for
kid.
exactly? What can
That's
I
me.
do for my kids for Children's Day? I'm thinking, well, I could, like, you know, show pictures of class, and I'm like, maybe that might be creepy. Like,
Look
you
at
know,
your face. Look at your face.
yeah, I have it on my wall.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, it's like anything else. You got to give what you get.
yeah, it's
If your
true.
kid gives off certain kind of vibes, then you can rock with it. It's like I would never tell a kid I love you first.
Right.
If they say it, then it's fair game. Oh, I love you too. But I'm not gonna be like I love you,
Yeah.
even though I might want to for some of my kids, and they just don't say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a really good. I have some of those too where I'm like, oh, I love you so much, but I'm not gonna say it.
yeah,
But you're adorable.
yeah, totally.
I will say, oh, I missed you. I
Yeah.
haven't
Oh,
seen you in
yeah.
a couple of weeks. I
I
missed
missed
you.
you. I think. What would you call that? Like you care,
Yeah.
being caring. Yeah, being
Hmm.
caring is a great thing. You know, being excited. You don't have to be funny to be excited. Yay! I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah.
If you can't master the funny, which I still think everybody should try, if you can't master the funny, you've got to go for kind, caring, and excited.
I love that. I love that. Okay. I love how you have created, somebody else said this on Facebook, so I won't take credit for it, but I don't know who it was. Um, but
Mr.
but
Mrs. Anonymous.
yeah, I think it was Mr. Anonymous, but I
Oh,
could
well,
be
then
wrong
it's
about
only
that
like could
too.
only be like 20 people.
But they said, I love how positive this group is. It's different from a lot of Facebook groups in general, but even different from a lot of VIP Kid Facebook groups. Technically, I guess VIP Kid teachers are in competition with each other. They're fighting for
Yeah.
students. But that's not the way this group feels. It feels very supportive and very helpful. Guys, if you don't know this about Shannon, she uh, will honestly answer a Facebook message.
Dun dun dun. Remember that one lady who her thing fell down and it was her kitchen behind? That was the best video ever. And like it was just like the cabinets and she would like it fell and she's like and it was many cameras up, so it like all went off flipped like it was like this cool thing and just
I don't remember that video.
oh it's good.
All right, sorry. Anyway.
And scene.
So closing messages, Shannon. What do you want teachers to take away from this long conversation we've had about teaching with VIPKID?
Just make sure you're well informed. I think being as informed as you possibly can is super important. Read everything on Freshdesk. Ask questions if you're not sure. Make sure you're a part of an awesome Facebook group. I know one. I
I
happen
do
to
too.
run it. Because the one thing that people usually miss in this job is communication with other people. It is something, as this day and age, as they say, comes farther and moves farther into the future, more and more people want to be a part of that work from home, like the privilege of working from home, the convenience of working from home, which it is convenient and it's awesome, but there are some downsides. There are some negative parts to working from home, and the biggest one is lack of communication with other people, loneliness, the problems that come with being isolated. Isolation is a problem. So if you aren't a part of something that takes you out of that isolation, it can make the job negative. It can make it less than it really should be. So I think being a part of something is important. Being well informed about what the company's doing. Make sure you read everything. You need to just take a moment, read the update every week. Whenever it is you have to read it, look at all the parts of it so you're well informed about what's going on in the company. if you don't, somewhere along the line, it's going to come back and it's going to cause you an issue somewhere. Whatever it happens to be, you're going to be that one person who's like, I didn't know about that. That would have changed everything. And that's the only place you need to find that out. Being a good teacher, try to be as selfless as you can. I think sometimes if we are too selfish in our teaching and it's all about money, there's another thing. Don't do this job because it's all about money. Please don't. It's going to show in how you act in how your classes, what happens in your class, the lack of patience, the shortness with your student, lack of paying close attention to certain things because, well, I don't get paid enough for this. Those sorts of things, they're clear to see, and it's not acceptable to the company, but it shouldn't be acceptable to anyone who's doing it. We want to take pride in whatever we do. So of course we're excited about getting paid. Yeah. And we don't want to work for free. I mean, I work for free, but I'm just weird like that. Yeah, whatever.
Right.
And I understand that no one wants to work for free, but if taking an extra minute to prep for a class so that you are doing it something specific for that student, I mean, really, a minute? Is that not worth? Are our students not worth it? Can we not find some time in our day to pay close attention to them, to make sure that whatever we're doing in our teaching efforts and making our schedule, all these other things, that we are thinking of our students, keeping them in mind. I think if we as a group of teachers can make sure that we are of the highest caliber, it will filter its way down into creating a long-lasting company that's not going to go anywhere. But if we get complacent and lazy, I know people don't like hearing the word lazy. A lot of people don't like it. But that's just a time for self-analysis. If you think you're doing a great job, that's great. If you think you can do better, do it. But always look for ways to improve your teaching. Think about the ideas of what you want to have. Maybe you want to have a nice background just because it's fun for your kids. Put something behind you. Anything. I don't even care what it is. Just put something up there that your kids might think is interesting. Change it up even. I put this thing up randomly, and then like 5 of my kids were like, teacher, what's that? And I'm like, what? Oh, right. Do you like it? They're like, yes. They don't even know what it is. So, those sorts of things, just making sure that we are thinking about the kids first and trying to think about the company as a business that we are independent contractors for, not employees.
Not employees.
And being kind. No matter what you do, please, 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 please do everything with kindness. When you reply to people on Freshdesk, be kind. When you start posts on Freshdesk, be kind. There are a few different ways to approach a problem. Yes, maybe you're angry about something. I feel like I have been wronged by this person or the company and my ticket person, whatever. There's a right way and a wrong way to address a negative feeling. Kindness is the right way. You go about something that way, you're going to be noticed in a positive way instead of being noticed in a negative way. Last thing we want to do is get noticed in a negative way, because it's already hard enough to get noticed. But if you're making waves,
make them good.
Make them good waves. You're commenting on Facebook, make it positive. And please remember, the people on the other side of your phone, on the other side of your computer, are real people with real feelings, real emotions, real hearts, real minds. They are not just names. They're not just names. So that does not give us the right to say whatever we want.
Right.
You wouldn't say it to someone's face. Don't you dare write it anywhere in the forums, because it's just not fair. It's not fair. And that's not the kind of community we want to be. We don't want to be that kind of community.
Right. Or if you need very specific facial expressions to say it to someone's face, don't say it.
Remember that sarcasm doesn't come over very well in text.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Like if I tell someone, if I say, you are really ugly, they know I don't mean it because of the face. But if you tell someone you're really ugly, in words, it means you are really ugly. Do not allow those sorts of ridiculous things to come out of your fingers.
And we teachers of all people should know the problems that come with translation across language. We should be able to know the problems that come across language written versus spoken.
Bang, bang, da.
Bang, bang, da. Bang, bang, da.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah.
Well, Shannon, you're amazing. I love talking to you. I love talking to you. I love typing to you and chatting with you on my phone. You
Right.
really are the most helpful, just the most helpful person that I've come across in VIPKID and maybe like in life. You're just so eager to help. And I love that. Thank you.
Maybe
Personally
it's
from
code
me.
for being crazy. That's probably what it is.
What was that?
I said it probably means I'm crazy.
No, you're awesome. Crazy awesome. Yeah.
Crazy awesome.
Did you see my gesture?
I did.
I'm just working this into everyday life now. This is my
You know, I feel funny when I do it randomly. I'm just like, what? Oh, put your hands down. You're sitting right in front of them or on the couch.
Exactly.
What did you say? Can you repeat that? Why are you
Repeat
touching
that,
your
please. Repeat that. What does this mean, Mom?
Come.
You really are the best, though. So thank you.
I appreciate the kind words. It's a lot of work. You guys are a lot of work.
Well, I know we are, but you make it look easy. So
I'm happy.